Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to your Passion Project. We are in week 2 of the Passion Project, and I hope you really had fun exploring the things that you really enjoy during week 1. Today, we're going to think a little more about the things that bring us joy and the things that make us curious, and we'll be able to have a nice conversation about that. All right, if you're ready, let's get started. Today, I'd like you to think about what brings you joy. I know when I think about the things that bring me joy, there's many things that come to mind. Let's look at some of the topics that can help us figure out what brings us joy. Sports. Maybe you enjoy watching sports, or maybe you enjoy playing sports and you're a good athlete. And remember, sports can be anything that you do on a team, like soccer or football or cheerleading or dance. It could also be something that you do individually, maybe some sports that you play in your backyard with your family. Art or music. I know a lot of you are very creative and you like to draw or you like to make music. There's many different ways to make art and music. Hobbies. Hobbies are something that you enjoy to do, or it might also be something that you enjoy to collect. Building Legos is a very popular hobby. So is collecting things. A lot of kids like to collect Pokemon cards, or maybe you like to collect little LOL dolls or something else. Hobbies can also be things like playing games and taking pictures or writing. And finally, things that might bring you joy are things that you are interested in. And things that you are interested in could be things that you enjoy to learn about, things that you enjoy exploring, things that really make you feel happy. Sometimes when I think about my interests, I think about maybe taking pictures, or I think about how I'm pretty interested in learning about different types of flowers. So think about what might bring you joy. When I think about my life and what brings me joy, I think about art because I like to make creative craft projects with my kids, and I also like to do it in my classroom. I think about my hobbies because I really enjoy gardening and I also enjoy photography. So, a lot of times when I'm out and about, I'll be taking pictures of my family or taking pictures of nature. I also like to work in my garden. I have a beautiful herb garden in my backyard, and I also have some plants in my house and also in my classroom. So, those are a few hobbies that are interesting to me. And also, when I think about my interests, there's a lot of things that I like to learn about. There's a lot of things that I'm interested in. For example, I've been very interested in learning about different types of flowers. And I've been trying to identify different types of flowers that I see. And I get really excited when I can identify flowers in people's gardens. So I also want you to think about what are you curious about? And when we are curious about something, that means we take some time to ask questions and to wonder about things in our world. You might be curious about people. Maybe you're curious about famous people now, or maybe you're curious about people throughout history. That might be presidents, it might be people who have done great things. Animals. Animals are a topic that kids really enjoy learning about. Maybe you're really into sharks, or maybe you're really into cats. Places. Some kids like to be explorers and they love to learn about places all around the world, maybe even in space. And finally, things. And things is kind of a big topic. Things can be things such as fossils or rocks. That can also be things like plants. Boys and girls, I want you to think about the things that you're curious about, the things that you have questions about. When I think about things that I'm curious about, I tend to be curious about nature. I'm very interested in birds, and I'm trying to work on my bird identification skills. I like it when I can hear a bird chirping or singing outside my window, and I can tell what kind of bird it is. I even got a book to help me. It also helps me name the different types of birds by color. So that's something that I'm curious about, and that's something that I'm currently researching. Is there something that you're curious about and you're currently trying to learn about? Boys and girls, you're going to have a chance to begin your Genius Hour. And today, for your Genius Hour, you're going to simply make a list. And on that list, you're going to include things that you are curious about, and you're going to include a list of things that bring you joy. Now, you don't have to write this list. It's just going to be a conversation. So I want you to think about the things that bring you joy, that bring you happiness, the things that you're curious about, the things that you have questions about. And I want you to record yourself on Seesaw telling me about those things. Make sure when you tell me about those things that you are using a clear, strong speaking voice. Make sure that you are maintaining eye contact. You're looking at the camera so it feels like we're having a conversation. And also speak in complete thoughts. Think about the way I'm talking right now. I'm talking in full, complete sentences and full thoughts and ideas. All right, boys and girls, I hope that you enjoy your Genius Hour and I hope you have fun exploring. All right, now you can go, off you go, and you can be curious. Have fun.